10 years on from the September 11 terrorist attack, the United States and its allies are still locked in combat against insurgents in Afghanistan. The war has claimed thousands of lives and cost billions of dollars. Afghanistan correspondent Sally Sara reports from the front line at combat outpost Pertal King in eastern Afghanistan.
This is the fault line of the war in Afghanistan. US troops keep watch in the remote eastern province of Kunar. This land has been fought over for centuries.
Anyone who came to Afghanistan to teach an Afghan to fight is a fool. The Afghan has nothing to learn in terms of warfare.
Combat outpost Pertal King breaks the rules of traditional tactics. Instead of taking the high ground, the soldiers are in the valley so they can be closer to the local people. But that leaves the outpost exposed to gunfire from above. This base is surrounded by a crown of mountains. The insurgents are able to get up high and shoot into the base. They can also hide behind the ridges and fire mortars and other weapons. All of that makes it very challenging for the soldiers who are trying to defend this piece of ground.
Hang it. Hang it. Fire.
The base is often attacked several times a day.
Hang it. Hang it.
The enemy hits hard from a distance and runs.
The weapon systems that he's engaging me with at the range he's engaging me with, it's almost, it's just like a display, really. It's a sound effect.
This is what it sounds like. Gunmen open fire on Pertal King from two directions. The US soldiers hit back hard. They pour hundreds of rounds into the hillside.
The insurgents have just started firing from up on the ridge again. The US troops are returning fire from their battle positions just behind me here. This has been the heaviest contact of the day so far.
It's the fourth time the base has been attacked in the past 8 hours. The troops use mortars to target the insurgents taking cover in the folds of the mountains. Often the gunmen are difficult to see.
My main concern when that first kicks off is to try and fix the enemy, find out where they're at, fix them, and then finish them.
Pertal King was named after two soldiers who were killed when a neighbouring base was overrun by insurgents. But the troops here are confident they have the firepower to fight their way out of trouble, despite the terrain. A US jet roars above as a warning to the Taliban gunmen.
It's somewhat intimidating when you first get here, but once you realize where the enemy come from and where they're moving around at, you can kind of key in on those areas and pull most security out in that direction.
US choppers keep watch as fighter pilots drop a 2,000-pound bomb. The barrage costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sometimes it's just night by night. The base comes to life after dark because the risk of being shot at during the day can be so high. This is what it looks like through the night vision equipment the soldiers use.
Well, during the day, it's since we're surrounded by mountains and high ground, we can take contact from any location, you know, north, south, east, and west, and we have.
Much of the maintenance work is carried out under the cover of darkness. The soldiers know that when the sun comes up, the gunfire can come from anywhere.
We get hit from over here. We get hit from over there. We get hit, and let me just do this. We get hit from here.
All around.
All around. There hasn't been a spot that we haven't gotten fire from.
Daylight brings another attack. The commander of the Afghan troops fighting alongside the Americans points to where the fire is coming from. When the Americans go, the Afghans will be left to hold this ground. It's very difficult to get supplies to a remote location like this one, and many items don't even make it halfway from Kabul because of theft and corruption. Out here, logistics are regarded as just as important as tactics. The Americans have faith in the Afghan troops if they're given the support they need from their own chain of command.
Because these guys get it. These guys are out here, they're on the front lines, they understand this war. Now, if we can just get it to where they're getting supported to the level that they need to be independent of American forces, then that's what winning looks like in 2014.